Wasn't for you guys, none of this be possible. Listen, let's go ahead and get the party started. Only a narcissist, a low-down, dirty-ass narcissist, would assume, you know what I'm saying, make assumptions and build perspective off of a chosen one, off of a Sigma wolf, off of a lone wolf, right? Let's talk about it. First of all, out of the 3 categories of chosen ones I just mentioned, none of them ever put all their business out in the street. I'll repeat, none of those ever put all their business out in the street. They always put a certain amount of information out there for a couple reasons. You can never know who's watching your business while you put it online. You want to maintain some level of privacy. Secondly, you know what I mean? You know, there's crazies out there that want to think that, see, listen, let's talk about it. Chosen one, lone wolf, Sigma wolves. People think they're slick, right? These are not people of God, because people of God are minding their own business. No, these demons, these little devils, think that they're slick. They can pick up on human behavioral patterns to a certain degree. So this is really a gift from the devil, because it's a double-sided blade. See, they can pick up on human behavioral patterns, but they don't have no kind of ability to create, to pull things from their mind, from the ether, into this reality and create it. They don't have that ability. So this is the mimic spirit that the devil puts on to see things and be able to mimic it or whatever. And a lot of these people take their little parlor trick too far and think that they actually have intuition. And based off of this little parlor trick that they can fool the average-minded person with, they will take that little parlor trick and apply it to you. Big no-no, okay? Big no-no. What happens when they do that, it activates you, because, see, what we do is we put precise information out. So people that are with you are going to interpret the information that they need from it, and they're good. Wicked people are going to try to take your information you've given and try to add to it based off the behavioral patterns they've noticed from other people. And they're going to build out this archetype, and they're going to start making assumptions, and they're going to start saying and talking too much. And that's when you catch their ass. Ooh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to catch them because you don't put out enough information for them to build an archetype or make a judgment call. These kind of people, I briefly talk about on my other channel, they like to watch other people. These are monitoring spirit type of narcissists. And based off of that, they believe that they have intuition, which is really just a slight ability to pick up on human behavioral patterns, right? A slight one, not even in depth. They don't even know about faces and everything. They're watching and learning from me, right? So they think that this ability allows them to take the little that you show either at work, online, or to your family members, and base a whole character trait or flaw off of it, and then run with that and build on that, right? This is called a fool, okay? Now this fool, you ain't gotta let them know that you've caught the fool. But anyone that's making assumptions off of the little that you give them is a straight up fool that's looking for problems, probably looking to nitpick because they feel like you're too perfect. And a lot of people need people to need them. So what they'll do is they'll nitpick so they can make you feel like, you know, they're bringing something to the table. Like, you need me. I noticed this about you. Oh, fool, that ain't nothing to be worried about. What about the flaws you have? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about those for a minute. See, you got to be really careful. They're slick and they're sly, but they're not bright. Because if they're bright, they wouldn't be nitpicking with you and trying to find flaws to correct or mention in their videos or at work or in the family. They will look and learn from whatever you're trying to put out and improve themselves. So I want you guys to notice this kind of stuff. If you're a content creator, or you know, you got a nice job, a manager, whatever, and you're around groups of people and you see people moving like this, where they're speaking of someone or speaking of you and they're nitpicking things, but you know that there's not enough information out about that person to really build anything from it. And for this person to start nitpicking, and the only thing that they can rely on is trying to say that it's just intuition they're pulling from the divine, absolutely not. Why would the divine give you the ability to pull information from the ether but not allow you to pull money from the ether, not allow you to make better decisions with your men and not have baby daddies. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a baby mama or some hater, you know what I'm saying, of some sort that is trying to cleverly disguise their hate, right? Or make themselves feel needed. Whoever this applies to that are content creators, you know that it'll apply to you. It's going to hit home and it's going to trigger you. Understand something. This whole journey I've had, I have not listened to a single content creator, none of your suggestions. And the fact that you're still trying to make suggestions is wild and crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's wild and crazy. I listen to God and God only, and God does not speak through the mouths of human beings. That's not what happens. Now, you might say something, dropping some hate, or, you know, maybe in a video where you're trying to speak positive. I might find 1 or 2 words out of an entire video, which will be God sending a message through your hate, because God don't allow me to be hated on, fool. You know what I'm saying? I can't lose. Even with the haters, I learned something from them. Not the message that they're trying to get across to me, but different ways to defend and teach how to defend against some low vibrational, you know what I'm saying, narcissist, covert narcissists who thinks they're smart. These people's IQs, man. I'm telling you. So let's stay on top of this, man. I'll drop more information when I get a chance. If you're moving like me and you're putting out limited information, right, then they don't have anything to go off of to build. If they built something, then they built something off of nothing. And if they're building something off of nothing, then that's foolishness to the nth degree. You hear the birds. And we're not going to participate in any of this tomfoolery, man. So if you have a hater out there, and you might not perceive this person to be a hater, but if you are putting your intentions out and you're moving and you have someone that's suggesting that you might need to reevaluate something, then that to me is a hidden hater. You don't, especially if you're not asking for it, you don't need anyone poking and prying and nitpicking for flaws to exploit. You're good to go, okay? They should probably work on their own lives. But these people distract themselves with focusing on other people's perceived problems than working on the problems that they have with themselves that make them feel they need to project on other people. We're not going to fall for any of this. Your boy is back, you guys. Listen, you know, I just needed the divorce to go through, and now that we're good to go on that, I'm able to put all of my mental capacity into my projects and my dreams. Now, what I like to do is put little videos like this out, and then I like to sit back and see what pops up in my feed and see if they're trying to poke and pry off the little bit of information that I set out there. That allows me to, you know what I'm saying, figure out who's watching me, what demographic they belong to. I'm an analytical thinker. I have an engineering mindset. And just because I'm not in the field of engineering right now, doesn't mean I don't apply those same ways of thinking to what I'm doing right now. And I'm able to build archetypes, figure out how people move, figure out demographics, figure out who's into me, what I need to do better, what I need to, man, it's all beautiful. You people are putting all the information I need out, even if, you know what I'm saying, a person like me who has like very limited friends, with the way that y'all watch and try to nitpick, I can take from that the level of inspiration that I'm giving people, because there ain't no doggone way people are going to watch somebody continuously if they're not inspired by them. Now, the need that you have to try to bring something to the table by correcting me is absurd. How can somebody that's inspiring you, how can you in any kind of way correct them, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis? It makes no sense. But listen, I'll be back on here later on. I'm back, baby. Like I never went nowhere. You know, and we'll be doing these regular videos. You know how I do, you know, whenever I get a, you know, a download about, you know, speaking about these narcissists or elevation or whatnot, I'll jump over here on the Chosen channel. But make sure you guys are subscribed over on the Lone Wolf Narc Bully channel. It's going down over there. There's content dropping every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going. So make sure you subscribe. Links are in the description. But look, y'all, we're taking over 2024. No prisoners. This is my year. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Stay blessed.